Everybody's selling accounting software today, and they only have one thing to say to you: AI powered. Cool. Thanks. But what does that actually even mean? Especially as a firm owner, how does that actually affect my life? So Intuit tried to sell me the same way. AI inside of Intuit Accountant Suite? What is it? What am I supposed to do with it? Is there a real reason it even needs to exist? Because let's be honest, if you can't answer these questions, then how can you even tell whether IAS is a genuine upgrade or just QuickBooks Online Accountant with a fresh coat of paint and a couple of sparkles? Quick disclosure before going any further, Intuit is paying me to make this. And as always, I'm giving you my honest read, including where the stuff is still maturing. So let's answer the question properly. What is the role of Intuit Intelligence in IAS? If you haven't watched it yet, go check out my first video in this series. Big idea there was that IAS puts everything, your firm, your clients, your team, your books, all in one place. That's the foundation. But I want to be honest about something. Everything in one place on its own is just really a well-organized filing cabinet. Having all your data and actually getting answers out of that data, those are two completely different things. Sure, being organized helps, but it doesn't solve all of the problems. Even with everything centralized, I still have to go do the digging, pull the reports, export it, build the view I actually need by hand. But we might have a solution to this. And I believe this is where Intuit Intelligence plays a role. This is the layer that turns all that stored data into answers and into action. It is the difference between a filing cabinet and a decision engine. This is why Intuit Intelligence isn't a side feature. It's the thing that makes the all-in-one place promise actually pay off. So let me show you the 4 jobs it does for a firm. Role number 1, the answer engine. This is the headline. I can ask in plain, simple English a question about my firm's books or even my client's books and get a fairly immediate answer without having to open every individual file. And I mean ask real questions. The one Intuit uses example, exactly the one I actually have. Who's my most profitable client? Which of my staff are underutilized? Asking who's the most profitable client and just getting the answer, that used to be a spreadsheet project. A half day, maybe even more, honestly. Now the data answers me instead of me hunting through it. That's the shift. That's the whole argument for why this matters in one clean, clear example. Role number 2, the Watchdog. Intuit Intelligence includes anomaly detection. It monitors across payroll, accounts payable, and bill pay data, and it flags the things worth a second look. Yeah, this is why this matters to me as a firm owner. It moves my firm from reactive to proactive, which means we move from providing compliance to adding value. Catching something before my client does, that protects my reputation and helps them succeed. And it does this across the whole portfolio at once, not one file at a time. Now, what is very important, and I need to be clear on this, all it does is flag the issue for me. I will then have to verify, and I use my Watchdog to point me in the right direction and give me insight into what deserves my attention. It is very clearly not an autopilot making a call for me, but providing me guidance to make better decisions. That distinction matters, and I'll come back to it because it's the whole reason I trust using this AI tool. Role number 3, the assistant. This is where it goes from answering to helping me act. Inside my workflow, Intuit Intelligence can summarize the anomalies it just found, help me investigate a trend, or even draft the client email about it without having to leave the screen I'm on. Think about what that collapses. Normally that's 3 tools and 2 context switches. Find in one place, understand in another, write an email in a third. This pulls the find it, understand it, communicate it into one continuous motion. That's the role that most quietly changes what a workday feels like. Role 4, the delegate. And this is the one I'm most excited about. So I want to be careful and honest about where it actually is. This is a move from answering to doing. Intuit's framing includes a virtual team of custom automations that can take on tasks and pull from multiple data sources. I serve on Intuit's partner council, so I've been lucky enough to see some of its early stages. And 2 pieces of it's coming in beta in August, both an Accelerate plan, Firm Hub, where you can build and run custom AI skills across your clients, and Playbooks for standardizing how you onboard. Here's why this is the one that gets me. It lets me encode my firm's standards once the way we do the work, and run them across every client. Quality stops depending on who happens to be doing the task. This improves our overall quality and provides leverage to the firm to better execute on the work that needs to be done. It is early, it's not all there yet, but I'm telling you where this is going because the direction is the reason I'm paying attention. Okay, so where exactly are we right now? I'm going to try to be quick and practical because I know you're wondering what's free and what's paid for. Asking Intuit Intelligence about your firm's books and individual customers is available on the core plan. Looking at your overall client's books will be available in Accelerate plan. Anomaly detection will be available in the Accelerate plan as well. In the core plan, you'll be able to ask questions about your firm's books or one client at a time. When you move over to the Accelerate plan, this is where you'll get anomaly detection, as well about being able to ask questions across multiple clients. I'm not going to walk you through pricing. Go check the IAS webpage for details. Core is free, and that's where you can start. Now, let me be straight about the state of all things. Some of these roles are fully year today. The answers, the flags, some are still maturing, and some, like the agents, are early on. Here's my big takeaway. I don't use any AI tool at 100%. Not this one, not any of the other paid ones out there. I use the tools to help me accelerate the work and point me in the right direction and identify what matters. But I keep the judgment to myself, and I always verify the information it's giving me. This is not me hedging and pretending that the AI isn't quite there yet. It's what I'm comfortable with and what I believe is the best way to use AI going forward. I use AI as an assistant, not as my replacement. And I'm not the only one who sees it that way. That's the part I'd like to underline. Easier for accountants to do what we're good at, not doing it for us, helping us do it better. That is the role of AI. So let's close by answering the question I've opened with. The role of Intuit Intelligence is to turn all your data in one place into a firm that gets answers, catches problems, and takes actions. That is what makes IAS a genuine platform instead of a facelift. That's why for me, this is a feature that decides the whole thing. And the best part, the firm's books version is free on core, so you don't have to take my word for any of it. Go ask it a real question about your firm and see what it comes back with. In the last video in the series, I'm answering the question you're actually asking. Is the paid version worth it? I'll give you my honest take on what Accelerate unlocks and who should just stay on call for now. If there's any question you wish you could ask about your whole client base, drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you'd want answered. Thank you for watching. I'm Zane Stevens, the founder of Protea Financial.